thank you. I welcome all of you to our coaching call number 17. And in this, we will be solving 10 questions. Mostly they are covering program lifecycle domain. And if you will have any questions, then surely we will be discussing all the answers in that. Okay. So let me share the screen. So this is question number 1 for today. Question number 106. Okay, so okay, so the question said that your program is designed to produce a new generation of electric cars. While you are in the program formulation subphase, sponsor informs you that another company is planning to produce the same type of cars. Immediately, you started to do the environmental analysis. Which of the following will you use? Kamran sir, why A? What if analysis?
Yeah, because there's another competitor, so
Hmm?
we have to consider his, you see, uh, planning. So according to that, we have to make that if something happens like this, what will be his response and how we can tackle that, something like that. I mean,
Like we can
so
have make or buy analysis, whether we subject to that or what if analysis is the most relevant answer in this case. So
yeah,
everybody got it right. So it's very good.
How about if there is an alternative solution, alternatives analysis?
Alternative analysis is not
What if?
specific. Yeah, what if is that we
Okay,
analyze the case. What if is a technique of analysis or impact analysis. So
got it.
it's much more in a hierarchy is much more relevant.
Okay.
Good. Next question. Rima, please read the question. Manmohan, can you read the question?
Yep. IBIX is an organization of for the information technology. They have been awarded for one of the most important programs within the Ministry of Finance. You are the program manager of the program, and your customer is very happy with the performance of the program. Now you are in the closure phase, and all of the program benefits have been delivered. Within the above context, what will you do to transition the program? First, close all the components and their contracts, transfer the program immediately to the customer since they are happy. Present the final performance reports to the governance board, complete the transition of all the program components.
What is your answer?
I'm down to C and D, so I'm just thinking because all the program benefits has been delivered,
Hmm?
and once it is delivered, then you go into the transition and sustainment. But before that, you have to present your to the governance board to get the approvals
Hmm?
for closure. So I'm,
But
I'm confused with the C and D actually.
okay,
That's
so what is the key point here? Now you are in the
closure phase.
program closure phase. So can we work on any component? Yes or no?
In the closure phase, no, we have to just transition over everything.
Yes. So it means what is option number D? Complete the transition of all program
Program
components.
component.
Program components are already transitioned and closed in your program delivery phase.
Oh, got it.
Everybody gave
Yep.
the wrong answer. Everybody gave D. So this was the trick, because I wrote here complete the transition of all program components. Remember that in the program delivery phase, the components are initiated, planned, executed, transitioned, and closed. So the life cycle of the component is already finished and closed in the program delivery phase. Now we are in the program closure phase. So option A also says close all components. In the program closure phase, we cannot work on any of the component. A is not true, D is not correct. B we cannot do because we cannot do it immediately because they are happy. This is not, so answer is C. Present the final performance report to the program to the governance board, and this board will say that to get authorization for approval of the program, how you have to go to the next step. So C
That's
is
right.
the correct answer in that case. So
I
everybody
realized
gave
after, yeah, I realized later after
yes.
you see viewing my
Yes.
answers. So
This was a tricky question. That's why I intentionally put this thing. Just remember the key concepts of program definition, in which we have program formulation and program planning subphase. Then we have program delivery phase. So whenever he talks anything about component, you are in the delivery phase. He can ask you a lot of questions that component is being initiated, component is being transitioned, component is being closed. So what we do, maybe when we say component is being initiated, we will take program definition phase. Okay. Or when like he said the program components are to be closed, we will take program closure phase, but that is wrong. Just keep in mind whatever happens with the component is only in the program delivery phase. Is it clear to everyone? This is sure three, four
yes,
questions.
yeah, yes.
Grima, is it clear? A is also I have replied is why is, A is not correct. Good. Next.
So question three, can you go back, please? Question.
Yeah, yeah,
Sorry.
right.
Now it's okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
C, B, C. Kamal sir, please read the question.
Your program is critical for our organization's investment. The sponsor informed you that all the high management focus on this program and its performance, so you decided to increase the number of health checks. Which of the following can affect the number of health checks to be done? Program risk tolerance, quantity of components in the program, number of change requests, and period between scheduled decision point reviews. In my opinion, C is the right answer because in the planning phase, components are already decided. What will be the components of the program and how they will be executed. So that is something which is decided and final. It cannot change the number of health checks, but if there are changes, if there are requests to make some changes or add some new value to the program, then that can affect the quality and it has to be maintained. So it can
What
affect
is
the number of health checks.
okay? What is a health check? What is a health check?
Health check is in between the phase gate time. So if there is a
Yes,
phase gate, that usually done for the performance, like how my
yes.
program is doing and
So
everything. And
so the point is that if you have maybe 20 change requests or 30 change requests, your health checks quantity will not be increased. For example, if I have only maybe 2 days between the two decision point reviews, I don't need to make any health check in that. So if you see the definition of health check, it says health check is dependent on the interval or the period between the scheduled phase gate reviews or decision point reviews. If the period is long, then only we include the health checks to monitor and to control the health of our program, whether it is aligned with the organization of everything or not, it is on track or not. So the only thing is that it depends on the period between the scheduled decision point reviews. If it is more, then only we introduce the health checks. It has nothing to do with the number of components, risk tolerance, or number of change requests. Change has nothing to do with the decision point reviews or health checks. The Yes, Garima, the correct answer is D here.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes,
Sir, one question. So, like once program is finalized, if you want to remove any components or add, is it possible?
we are not adding or deleting anything. We are just talking about the health check. Health
No, no,
check
no.
is a
Just generic question because then I'll get another question.
okay. Repeat your question.
So, like once program is finalized, is it
Mhm.
possible to add any component or delete or remove any component?
Yes, as long as you see that some components are not in aligned with your strategic objectives, or you find in your delivery phase that the component you had selected is not going to deliver the intended benefits, then you have to proceed for the closure of that component, keeping in view its effect on other components on the program benefits. Then you have to delete it or you have to remove it. And also he says that if you find a need to add a new program, a new sub-program, a new component, you can do it in your program delivery phase.
Okay, because if there is any addition or like program health check has to be as per to the components, right? No.
No, 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 no. Health check is only dependent on the schedule between the decision point reviews or phase gate reviews. It has nothing to do with components, nothing to
Component.
do with change request, nothing to do with anything else. It's a very three-line topic, and it's only talking you in the PMI standard only for the decision point reviews.
Okay, sir.
Is it clear to everyone? Whoever gave the answer C.
Yes, yes,
Health
yes,
checks
clear.
are only dependent on the interval between the decision point reviews, nothing else. Okay. Next question. 109. Okay. B, D, B. Grima, can you read the question?
Yes, sir. Which of the following can avoid this problem in future? You are the program manager of the construction of multi-story building in New York. The program consists of 8 projects and 12 subsidiary programs. The program management plan has been approved. You are in the program delivery phase and many risks have been identified. You notice that program managers report the risk only to the other project managers and not to the program manager. Subsequently, the risks are not handled at the appropriate level. Which of the following can avoid this problem in the future? Develop risk management plan, develop program governance framework, develop escalation policies and procedures, develop a program governance plan. So, according to me, develop escalation policies and procedure might be the correct answer, because if we have a proper process and procedure how to tackle, then we can follow. Regarding governance and governance framework, I didn't found anything
Okay.
regarding governance, because we are talking about the risk and the
Hmm.
process which is not being followed.
Okay.
And here we are nothing to do with risk management, because
Hmm.
we are working regarding program, not project.
Right, correct. So only Kamal Sahab gave the wrong answer. Kamal Sahab, can you unmute yourself? We discussed this in our previous coaching calls also, and this is one of the exam content outline. Whenever we have to see that the risks are handled at the appropriate level, or they are handled either at the project level or the program level. The correct answer is escalation policies and procedures. This has nothing to do with the risk management plan. Whenever you will get the question of the risk management plan, always he will give you the answer in the options. But whenever he talks to you about handling the risk at any particular level, the correct answer is escalation policies and procedures, which is B in this case. Is it clear? Risk management plan will not tell you about at which level you have to handle the risk. Good. Last time we had a long discussion with Hamid Saab also on this topic. So now it's clear to everyone. Next. Yasin sir, please read the question.
Yes, sir. A stakeholder requests a change that may impact the schedule of the program in the program delivery phase. You captured the request in the change log, performed the impact analysis, then took the decision on behalf of the governance board. The key stakeholder refused your behavior and requested approval on the change request by the governance board. Which of the following will you present to the stakeholder to show him that you are right? So option A, program business case, that cannot be, because
Why?
program business case only discuss about the program objectives and how it will deliver and what is the
Justification.
impact. Yes,
Justification. Okay.
justification of the program. Program charter, it says that what is your role in the program, but it's not clearly mentioned that what is your role in the governance board.
Okay.
So it cannot be.
Hmm.
Program roadmap is only related to the program delivery, how it will deliver.
Right. Correct.
So the option D is the only option that program governance plan will justify that what is your role in the governance. So
Right.
as a program manager.
Right. So
So
it is,
option D,
it's a correct. It's a correct answer is D, and it is related to roles and responsibilities, which is defined in the program governance plan.
program.
What is your role?
Yes, sir.
What is your responsibility, and what you can make the decisions. Good.
Yes, sir.
The plan will be having how, no, like, I don't know, I might be wrong.
Sorry.
Plan, we always consider plan for how things we're gonna work, right? So
Yeah, yes, but this is a governance plan, and he's talking about that you made the decision on behalf of the governance board. So he's talking about your how much authority you have, what are your role and responsibilities at this moment. So that is
he
coming
will
in the program governance plan.
he will not use business case to justify,
No,
because it will not have responsibilities, huh?
no, because yeah, he don't. Number one is not responsible, and secondly, he's taking that he is making the decisions on behalf of the governance board. It means that you are looking for some document which have given you the authority. Charter
Delegate.
authorizes the program manager to use the resources or giving him the authority as a program manager, but he doesn't tell you how much level of governance authorities you have to make the decisions. Okay, so in that case, it's only the program governance plan that will tell you as a program manager for this particular program what thresholds I have until which I can make the decisions. This is coming from the governance point of view.
Garima, basically what happened that in the management level, right?
Hmm.
You have like 10,000 worth of limit to approve with the CR. Then your
Mhm.
manager might have 50,000, your senior director would have 100,000, and then your VP might have 800,000. All this
Hmm.
is defined in the governance plan of your program. That who will approve at what point, all the approval process.
Yes.
Okay.
That's in the governance plan.
Good.
Okay.
Next, triple one. Anansa, please read the question.
You are a program manager of an IT development program. Now you are in the program delivery phase, and the sponsor is worried about the current status of the cost and benefits. Within the above context, which of the following will you provide to the program sponsor? So, option A, program performance report; B,
Mhm.
program roadmap; C, final program report; D, program benefits register.
First,
So
use
D and
the first use the elimination technique.
yeah, B and C are out
Right.
because these are not relevant. So
Right.
now A and D remains.
Okay. Okay.
So uh, program performance report is also valid, but I think D is better because it is also talking about benefits, and
So
cost will also be part of that.
no, in benefit register, do we have only the status of benefits, whether it's delivered, not delivered, to be delivered, or it has the cost also in the benefit register? There is no concept of cost in benefit register.
Hmm. Okay.
So when he will say you that sponsor is worried about the status of the benefits, whether they have been delivered, can be delivered, or what is the implications, or what is the progress of the delivery benefits. For example, if you say he is worried about the progress of the delivery of the benefit, then answer is benefit register, because in the benefit register we are updating the status of the benefit, and we can use this document to update the sponsors or the stakeholders about the progress of our program. But here he is talking you about cost and benefits, which is talking about the performance. So the answer is A, program performance report.
Okay, right.
Okay, you have to be very careful in this case. When he is talking only on the benefits, progress, everything, status of the program, then it's a benefit register. But when you are talking about the performance, answer is program performance report. And if he will say you the program is saying program is in the delivery phase, so that's why C cannot be the answer. If we say that you are in the program closure phase and you have to present the complete program status to your stakeholders, then the answer is final program report.
Yes, right.
Yes, Grima.
Sir, I got the question and the options also. My question is, when final program report will come, at the time of transition, or
when you are in the program closure phase.
oh, okay, closure. Okay.
Yeah, final program this is last topic in the program lifecycle management. Chapter 7, last topic is program final report.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sir.
Okay. Good. Next. Manmohan, you didn't give the answer. Grima? Okay.
Sir, I was the first to give the answer.
Okay, C, B, B, D, C. Grima, you asked this question in the previous two questions before, you remember? So please read this question, then your concept will be clear.
Yes, sir. Within the above context, what will you do first?
Yes.
Your organization had been awarded the construction of a new airport in your city. You are the program manager of that program. While you are in delivery phase, you are informed that one of the project in your program is misaligned with the organization's strategic plans due to some major decisions that have been taken by the organization's CEO. Within the above context, what will you do first? Discuss with its project manager to accelerate the project. Do the impact analysis to know the effect of closing that project on other components of the program. Recommend the closure of the project to the program governance board. Escalate the issue to the program governance board.
First
So
eliminate.
according,
First eliminate.
I'll go with D, and I mean to say D cannot be the answer.
Yes.
So I'll straight away strike it.
Okay.
Do the impact analysis to know the effect of closing of the project that on other component. I'll keep it, but
Okay.
I'll go with other options also. Recommend the closure of this project to the program governance board. This might be answer because
Okay.
it
Okay.
is project program.
First look for A. First look for A.
Escalate the issue to the program governance board. First of all, as a what I have learned in PM, we never escalate. First, we do all the analysis at our end first, and
Right.
then escalate is always at the last
Right.
option.
So A is gone, D is gone. We are left with B and
D is
C.
gone. Yeah. So I'm also confused with the B and C.
You, you you gave the answer yourself. What you said the previous line. First you do the analysis and then you decide further.
correct. So I
So
think C is the answer.
yes.
But again, my doubt is this decision has been affected by the organization CEO, which is a very higher level, right? So instead of doing the impact analysis, it means it's already done and taken care. So we can directly recommend to close.
No, the point is that, okay, this is a very good thing. Just understand that as a program manager, you have to do your duty. What is your duty? That you have to follow the stepwise procedure to close the program, to do anything else. So whatever happens, because you said that it is implemented by organization CEO. That's why we can say this is like a change. Okay, so change will be triggered once a big person or another key stakeholder will recommend something. So that is the triggering point. Once it is triggered, then as a program manager, you have to do the analysis to know the effect of closing that program or whatever. You do the analysis, then you give your recommendation. And if still it's not working, or you cannot do the analysis, or you are not able to do, then you escalate the issue.
So it
And
will be CBA
yes,
in order if we are talking
yes,
about.
it
And
Okay.
will be
just to
CBA.
and just to add, Garima, like in an organization, there are like hundreds of programs running at the same time, right? The CEO is not talking specifically for your program. He just
Yes.
said, "Hey, I need to do this." So that one change can impact another 99 program as well. So
We
first
have
you
to
have
check
to
those.
see if it's impacting your program at all or not, right? So that's
So
right.
just
Correct.
remember that whenever in the question is a topic of change request or anything, you get this indication that there is something going to be changed. The first step is always to analyze. First you
Analysis.
analyze, then you give your recommendation, then you escalate the issue. We cannot jump directly to a conclusion without doing the analysis in any case.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. Correct, sir. Even though if it is a company CEO, whoever it is.
Whoever is it is a sponsor or steering committee, anything. But as a program manager, you have to follow your steps.
Okay, sir. Fine. Because I wanted to select C, but when I saw CEO, I thought, okay, see
No,
that
no,
close.
there you should not be affected by the designations in the company. You have to follow your own
Correct.
work. Okay.
Sure, sir.
A very interesting question. Okay.
Only options.
B, C, C, C. So who has not given the answer yet? Grima, your answer is missing. C. Very simple question. Which of the following options document the intended direction and benefits of the program? So mostly gave C, 1% gave B. All are not correct. Let me share. I knew that this question will be wrong for everyone. That's why I already selected from where I took this question. Wait. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Manmohan, read this green line.
Oh, okay. So while the program management plan and the program roadmap document the intended direction and the benefits of the program, all full suite of program components may not known in the program definition phase.
So what is the correct answer? A. It was very tricky, very easy question, but unless you don't have this read carefully, this answer will be wrong. And then there is no, it is a thing why we can discuss, but just.
Okay, if I go back to the questions, let's go back to I'll tell you why I didn't give this answer.
Okay.
I'll tell you the reason that I didn't pick up this answer. Because there is an option here And just for the sake of the clearing it up, right?
Yes.
So the reason that I didn't pick management plan, because if you look at the what do you call charter, why pick the C? Because it says the intended direction and the benefits, right? So
Mm.
intended direction is the roadmap, and
Yes.
benefits you just get into the charter.
Yeah, logically, if I say about logically, I would also go for C, because program roadmap is clear cut the direction, and benefits we are getting list of benefits in the program charter. But because of only this line, whatever it was in the standard, I just mentioned this question here, and this is a tricky question because there are two options. Normally, you will not get this answer in which you have to select two of them. Okay. Normally, you will get only one answer: program management plan, business case, charter, roadmap, like this. But as it was from the standard, so if in case something comes with and question, then we have to go for the standard, whatever is written in that book. Okay.
But you see, benefits, I mean, it has some link with program management plan, but mainly I think we can relate it to project program charter or program business case.
The point
So,
here is that this topic is in the program delivery phase, right?
right.
This one. And why he's saying this, because we said that program delivery phase can only start once the program management plan is ready, because program management plan is the last document of the program definition phase. So if you read the whole scenario of the picture, although this question is very short, don't get, if somebody is not clear, don't get confused with this question. There's a first my message, especially who are giving the exam, because he will not ask this direct question, but principally it is C. But in the background, why he is mentioning this, because he is talking about the program delivery phase. So in the question, he will clearly give you the indications that your program delivery phase has just started. So what was the starting point, or what was the prerequisite, for example, to start the delivery program delivery phase? So in that case, it is program management plan, right? This everybody knows, right,
But
Manmohan
you
and
see,
Giriv?
Samisa, actually, my point is this, that you see, question does not say that we are in delivery phase, right?
That is right.
It is,
I agree. I agree that this, I will revise this question, should be clearly stating that linking with the program delivery phase. Then it will be A. Okay.
yeah, right. Okay.
But if he is asking only this intended direction benefits, so this is not working. I agree. I will update this question. Next.
Sir,
Yes.
can you go back to the question?
Yes.
Sir, actually, initially I selected A but got influenced by others. My question: why project charter we are selecting? It is for, like you're telling me, C might be a correct and all. So project charter is for authorization, no? Where we are discussing about
List of
benefits.
benefits. It has a list of benefits.
Okay, I will revise
And
this.
Garima, to support you, if there is an option for business case plus roadmap, I would have selected that as well.
Yeah, even I was also
Mm,
searching that option in the list. It was not there.
yes.
Yeah. So,
Later got
So,
influenced by others.
actually, I will say this is an incomplete question. I will update it to be mentioning clearly program delivery phase, and we have just started the delivery phase. So it will give you the idea of program management plan. Okay, just remember this. Okay,
Okay, sir.
next 114. Read the Manmohan. Read the question.
Your organizations had been awarded the construction of new industrial city. You are the program manager first. You and your team are developing the business case and the potential initiation of the new program to respond to some of the operational issues within the with the deployed products. Which activities are you developing? Program formulation activities, benefits identification activities, benefit transition activities, benefit sustainment activities.
What is the keyword here?
Business case.
No business case. Deployed business case of something you are in the deployed products. So benefits are already delivered. In the benefit sustainment phase, you can make and initiate a new program to keep the things operational.
When deploying,
You are in the operational issues. The product is in the deployed products. You have already delivered your benefits. How can you be in the program formulation phase? He's talking about the business case of a new program or project that you want to start in the benefit sustainment phase. It is in the benefit sustainment domain. That in the sustainment activities, you can continue with your or hand it over items, or you can initiate a new program, develop a new business case to keep in the operational issues. How you selected program formulation phase? This is in the program definition phase.
when your team are developing the business case with the potential
To respond to some operational issues with the deployed products. It means your program has already delivered everything. You are in the program closure phase and further in the benefit sustainment activities.
But that is even I was also selecting D, but when I read this potential initiation of new program, so that is
Yeah.
where it initial stage, no
No,
formulation only.
no, but no, the point here is that please understand in the benefit sustainment activities, you can initiate a new document, you can initiate a business case for your deployed things or the operational issues.
Deployment is done. Deployed
Yes,
product.
so you are in the benefit sustainment phase. All
And
selected A, wait, all selected A, A means if I'm talking about the business case of the program on which I'm already working here, but this is a deployed products. How you can be in the program formulation activities? You're not in the program definition phase. We have already covered program definition phase. Then I was in the program delivery phase where I closed the component. Now I'm in the program closure phase. I gave the deployed products, and now in the operational issues of this delivered product, I am having the issues. So I want to initiate a new program. So that is in the benefit sustainment activities after the program.
correct. Okay, sir, that I
So,
got it. Like once
Samisa,
Yeah.
product is deployed, then
Hmm.
sustainment thing come. And in case of transition, it will come like what will happen in transition? I mean to say when it will come in.
When he's saying that the component has delivered are enclosed and now you are going to transition the benefits to the responsible organization, then that is transition activity.
But sir, then transition and sustainment it's same thing, no? Like
The
in that also
sustainment
in
means in sustainment you are doing the operational issues or you are what is the 2 or 3 keywords in the sustainment you have for
like
improvement or something like that. Continuous, continuity, that is deployment in the
huh,
sustainment. But
correct.
transition is
So
only like transiting from one phase to another phase, transiting from program thing to the other organization, then it's a transition.
okay, so just as a generic example, like first call you have taken one example for like where we have purchased a car for car servicing and all that will
Mm-hmm.
be considered as sustainment, right? As like servicing or whatever
Yes,
it
yes,
is,
yes, yeah, after
right?
feedback for continuous improvement.
Correct. Huh. So like purchasing car from showroom to us, that can we can consider as transition.
Yes, transition from the supplier to the customer. The
Okay,
moment you
now
are
I got.
yes, Kamran sir, please.
Thank you.
yeah, actually, I was confused with the developing a business case at the stage of product closure, or you can say transition phase. Actually,
Okay, even
uh,
if it is a transition phase of now it is clear that we are in the program closure phase, right?
yeah,
This is so when you are in the program closure phase, this cannot be program formulation activities. Number one, A is deleted. program benefits identification cannot be, because this is also part in the program definition in the definition phase. When you overlap the program lifecycle with the benefit lifecycle, then you have program definition, delivery, and closure. So formulation is gone, identification is gone. Now we are remaining with benefit transition and sustainment activities. But now he's talking about the operational issues. Operation or maintenance you can only do in the sustainment activity. In the transition you are not, because operation is done by another organization. It means you have already transitioned it and you are and another organization is working on that. So that is clearly sustainment active in the sustainment thing.
Okay.
Because of the operation word. Manmohan, is it clear?
Yeah, I'm just. This is a very tricky question, and I'm really glad that we got this now. So.
Yeah. So that's why. And okay, let's leave the last question. That I will give you one more trick. Okay, last question for today. Kamal sir, please read the question.
You are assigned as a program manager for a new hospital program. Now you are in the delivery phase and one of the components is completed and you want to explain to the steering committee that this component is completed. How can you do that? Explain to them that the closure conditions of the component are met. Explain to them that the deliverables of the component are delivered successfully. Explain to them that the benefits of the component are delivered successfully. Explain to them that the component produced the intended results in accordance with the program management plan.
So why you selected D?
Here, I selected D because being the program manager, if I am explaining to the steering committee that a component is completed and its results are as per our plan, so I have to explain it according to program management plan. And
No, wait. The sentence you use, that we have to explain to the stakeholder that the component produce the intended results in accordance with the business case or program charter will make sense. But in accordance with the program management plan is surely wrong. In program management plan, you don't have the list of benefits from where you can compare it. The book says that at the end, in the program closure phase, or whenever you are closing anything, you have to check your intended benefits, especially of the program, from the business case or the program charter, not the program management plan. Do you have any list of results or benefits in the management plan? No. We have the list of intended benefits of what we need in the business case or program charter. So D cannot be the option.
Okay.
A lot of people gave to answer D. So okay. And secondly, in everywhere, is remembering that whenever you have to close something or you have to justify something, the only thing is to meet the acceptable criteria, minimum required limits, closure conditions, or something which is tangible from which you can compare. I cannot verbally say that, for example, if I go to B, explain to them that the deliverables of the component are delivered successfully. Okay, I will tell them, but I have to prove them. Okay, it's not proving, I'm saying verbally. C, explain to them the benefits of the component are delivered successfully. This is only verbally, I'm just explaining to them. But if I go to A, it says explain to them that the closure conditions of the component are met. I can only close either the component or the program later on if my conditions or defined limits, defined acceptable criteria, or whatever I have defined in my reference point is met, then only I can prove the stakeholder that this is what I have achieved. I cannot compare it with verbally saying that delivers are delivered or benefits are delivered. Is it clear to everyone?
Yep.
Yes, yes.
The answer can be closure conditions or can be acceptable acceptance criteria. Okay, this is a correct answer. How I prove to my stakeholders that this was my acceptance criteria and closure condition. Now they have been met. It means it is ready to close the program. Okay. Okay, so before we close this call, I would just like to give you this idea that program chapter 7 and chapter 8, which is actually program lifecycle domain, actually has 44% in the exam. Okay, and the question that we did today are very much relevant because it feels that delivery and closure phase is very easy, but if you see the question, they gets very tricky. So one thing you have to keep in mind for this PgMP exam, number one, just try to focus this thing that when we are talking about the life cycle or any program, because in every question he will give you indication in which phase, in which domain you are working. Okay, you have program definition phase, you have program delivery phase, then you have program closure phase. These three at the top. In the program definition phase, you have two sub phases: program formulation and program planning. In the program formulation, I make the program charter, business case, and roadmap of my own program for which I am working. Then in the program planning phase, I do program management plan. This is my output. When I come to the program delivery phase, I have the components: component initialization and oversight, authorization, transition, and closure. So remember, whenever he talks anything about the component, you cannot go out of the program delivery phase. Right? Whenever it's either it's a component initiation, identifying a new component, adding a new component, deleting the component, transiting the component, closing the component, whatever is playing around in the component, you can only do this in the program delivery phase. This should be very clear. Minimum 10 questions will come from this concept. He will confuse you that closure. The point is that when he talks about initiation, we jump to the program formulation phase, but we don't see whether he's asking about my program or my component. Every component of my program will be in the program delivery phase. When he talks to you about closing the component, it has to be in the program delivery phase. This is a main key concept. Then we should come to the program closure phase. I am closing my program, or for that I have to see what are the acceptable conditions, what are the minimum acceptable criteria. In order to get the approval from the steering committee to initiate the closure, I need the approval from the steering committee or the sponsor in the steering committee to initiate my closure activities. And once I have started the thing, remember that only benefit sustainment is the domain that is outside the program lifecycle. So whenever he will talk you anything about sustaining something, going the operational issues, maintenance issues, initiating a new program to continue the operations, initiating a new program to improve or do something on your deployed products, on your delivered products. So it means he is talking you after in the program closure phase. That is in the only the benefit sustainment phase. Don't confuse with the business case and jump to the program formulation phase. Okay, just see the scenario in which he is trying to develop a new program. If it is in the deployed progress, it means that my own program is already closed and now I'm in the benefit sustainment domain, like we did the question. So this concept should be very clear. Okay, so these 10 questions were very real, very actual, and I tried to cover it because I'm now focusing on the people who are going to give the exam. That's why I'm making these questions to cover the complete concept for you. Any question, then please raise your hand. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much for attending it. So just keep on revising it and we see in the next call. Okay. So thank you very much. Have a good day. Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.